My dear friends, welcome to Freshers Now, a YouTube channel. Now, before I get into the topic, let me introduce myself. My name is Srinivas. I have gained a rich experience of more than 23 years catering my services nationally and internationally. And going further, here we are going to provide you the best learning time so that you'll be benefited to a larger extent. The reason behind this is, out of my experience and my training, there are thousands of students who got benefited from the basic English to the competitive exams of all kinds. The reason I had helped the students of many segments of the society. Now, I firmly believe that you are so fortunate to be the subscriber of this channel, such that in the future course, this learning is going to help you for your career and your bright future. So this is how I would like to ask you to take the benefit of this opportunity. And apart from this, I would like to remind you one important thing, that is, in case that you come across any comments or any doubts or any further clarifications to be made, I request you to write your comments underneath so that when I get back on my next class, I could face you, I could come to you with the clarifications those are required. Now, I'm going to start a topic called noun, which is the first of the parts of speech. The first of the 8 parts of speech. Now, in brief, before we go ahead, let us learn what is a noun. A noun is a name given to any. It may be an animal, a person, a thing, or a place. And that is how we call it a noun. And what are the different kinds of nouns? And furthermore, I want you to alert with the use of articles as well. How are articles related to the use of nouns? And for your information, these articles play a very important role in carrying out the meaning before the use of a noun. We come to know that in detail. Now let us know that what a noun is. A name given to a place, to a person, a thing, maybe any object or animal, and so on. This is what in brief it is. Now, as I had to introduce myself, my name is Srinivas. So this is a noun, a name given. In the same manner here, we have 5 different kinds of nouns. Now let us learn what are they. The first one is a proper noun. The second one is common noun. Third one is material noun. And the fourth one is collective noun. And fifth one is an abstract noun. These are the different kinds of nouns. Now we are going to learn each of them in detail. How each of these nouns are going to play a role in the use of English. And as well, we are also going to learn how we are going to relate the articles as well in the use of these nouns. Now, I would like to say what a proper noun is. A proper noun is a name given in particular. A name given in particular is called to be a proper noun. Now, for example, a name is given to me. My given name is Srinivas. Can all the people be called Srinivas? No. There are many given names, and so they are all called to be proper nouns. A name given in specific. Now we are going to learn from this how are they used with the articles. Now we know what the articles are. I, and the, or the. Because the sound of THE has two. That is the that follows the vowel sounds, and the is that what follows with a consonant sounds. So here, how are you going to use it? Now, for example, a given name is Srinivas. Now, my point is, can I be called the Srinivas? Can I be called the Srinivas in the class? No. We cannot say that, or we cannot use the definite article or an indefinite article before a name. So how are we going to use it? Okay, now Srinivas is in the class. Okay, so I'm not going to use any article before that. There are the times where we have to use an article before a proper noun. When is that? When does that arise? It comes a time when the person whom we speak about or whom we are referring is admired and loud. Who is admired, loud, is said to be that a personality identified. In that case, we use the definite article the. How is that used? It is used with, for example, Mahatma Gandhi is the father of nation. Now, Mahatma Gandhi is an admired personality, a well-recognized personality. Though considered to be a proper noun, a name given there, we take the definite article the before a proper noun though. Now, for example, in the recent times, a leader, and who was as well the president of this great nation, India. How? Who is that person? Even he is admired, he is loud, he is well recognized. In that case, we use the article the. So this is how where we use a proper noun. A proper noun. And at the same time, I try to give an example with the article relating with a proper noun. Now, in case if I have to use here, in case I have to meet a person whom haven't seen, but I want to meet the person, and I am with some details about the person whom I have to meet. In that case, I can use the article a. For example, someone wants to know, come and meet me, but he hasn't seen me, and no other chance for him that he has to see me. So now he has come to see me. How is he going to say that? I want to meet now this is a proper noun, Srinivas. Now I say here I want to meet a Srinivas. What is this? The role of a with the proper noun a. Srinivas. In that case, you should understand that the one who is with some details of the person, like he has a French cut beard, a whitish brown complexion, a conical face, broad shouldered, and a middle sized person in height. So when you are going to furnish or give certain details of a person, then you can say that I want to meet a. It may be Srinivas or John or Kabir or whoever it is. The only thing is you should know that when you say that a followed with a proper noun, in that case it is understood that it is his or anyone is going to give the details of the person. That's all. That is how we can use the article a here. It may be a or a depending on the sound of the name that the name of a person. If it is a name of a person, maybe that it is a name of a person is a John, or a place called India. Maybe anything that you call like camera. Take the name of an animal, a tiger. These are all the names given in particular. And that is how where we can understand the use of a noun, a proper noun, a name given in particular. In such cases, what we should understand is we should not use any article before a proper noun in case that you are asked to use a proper noun before a proper noun in any article. In that case, it takes a different meaning, as I told you before. So this is how where you should understand about a noun, a proper noun. Now the other one is a common noun. What is a common noun? It is in the title itself very clear that a name used everywhere the same, which is not deviated. Now, for example, a man or a boy or a girl, or take a chair, take your chair. It is an object, and they are not going to call table in some other nation. Whatever the name an object is given, whatever the name that is called by, everywhere the same. It is called a common noun. In this way of use, now for example, a boy, a girl, a student, a chair, anywhere you use it. It is a common noun, a name used everywhere the same. But how are you going to relate the articles with the use of common nouns? How are you going to relate it? For example, if it is a singular, we call a boy. In case you use a definite article with the, the, boy, then you're trying to indicate a specific boy. In that case, you use the definite article the. And what is the second way of the use of the definite article with the common noun? In that case, if it is the plural that you use, when it is to refer the plural number, then we use the boys, the girls, the students, the chairs, the nations. So it is that the common noun, when it is used with a definite article, it is going to give two different ways of meanings. When you are trying to refer a singular in number with a definite article, it tells that you are referring to someone in particular. In that way, it is said that use of the with a common noun. And the definite article followed by the plural number. So this is how a common noun is used. That is a name used everywhere the same. Is that what we call a common noun? So this is what we understand what a common noun is. And the other one is a material noun. Now, how are you going to use it? What is a material noun? A material noun is what you refer to an unfinished product, a product or an object which did not take a complete shape is called a material noun. So, a name that refers an unfinished product of anything. What might be that? It may be that which is in a raw shape, raw condition. It is called a material noun. For example, you say gold, silver, iron, any metal. Maybe that wood. Any unfinished product is called a material noun. Now, in case, as I told earlier, we should not use an article before a proper noun. Here as well, in the case of a material noun, we do not use an article. But in case, as we learned in the case of a proper noun, what the meaning that it carries. If you use an article before a proper noun in the same way, in the same manner, in case you use an article before a material noun as well, it carries a different meaning. A kind of, a type of. That is how it refers to. In case that you use an article before a material noun, which is not required or which is not supposed to be used before a material noun. It carries a variety of. So, any unfinished product we use gold or maybe silver or iron or wood or any other which hasn't taken shape is a material. Maybe cotton is a material which hasn't taken shape. So, we come to learn. Now we are going to learn about collective noun. Now what is a collective noun? It is even here clear by the title. A name that you refer to the same category of things or persons or anything that fall under same category, then that they are taken collectively and given a name is called a collective noun. And here we are also going to learn how we are going to use these articles with the use of collective nouns as well. A name given, a name that refers. A group that falls under the same category is called a collective noun. Now before we go here we should know how are we going to relate the use of these collective nouns with the use of articles. How are you going to relate it with the articles? Now here, what is, as I told, a collective noun? So for example, take a group of people. What do we call a group of people? We call a group of people a crowd. In case the same crowd where they are present involves in violence, that group is called a mob. So for example, we take keys. And what is that we call keys when they are collectively taken? It's called a bunch of keys. Take papers, we say bundle of papers, or you say sticks, or you say that it is a fleet of ship. Now, either way that we use, any group, say that it is a flowers, it's a bunch of flowers. Maybe that. A flock of birds. Herd of cattle. So this is way where we use these which are collectively named. Now at the same time we should also understand how we use the article in the case of the use of collective nouns. Now once we go back there, in case of proper noun we should not use. In case of common noun we can use. In the same manner, here in the case of collective noun, we also use the before a collective noun. Now here I want to set an example. Say for example, take the name India. Can you call the India? No. But we call the USA, the UK. Why? The reason behind this. Why should we call the USA or the UK or the Malaysia or the Philippines or the Andaman Nicobar Islands? Because the reason is they are group of islands. They are all group of islands. And so we use that before though it is a proper noun, though it is that it comes under, but it is used as a collective noun, a name of the nations which are in islands. So a group of islands, when they are, then we say that the USA, the UK, or the Andaman Nicobar Island, the Philippines. In this way, we use the collective noun. Now, abstract noun. What is an abstract noun? A name that refers which we cannot say but experience or feel. Something that we can't see and something that we could feel and experience is said to be an abstract noun. We have given the names to those which we can't see, which are not visible to the sight. Now those are called abstract nouns. How are we going to relate here? So for example, fever. A name given to the condition of the body temperature. If the body temperature is above the normal, we are asked to name it or call it fever. Now let's say for example, air. We can't see that. And say for example, knowledge. We use them, but we can't see them. And or for such, we should not use any article. In case, I repeat here, in case you use any article before an abstract noun, it is also to indicate that one, you are trying to refer something in particular. That is how you can understand the use of an article before an abstract noun, where you don't have to use, but in case if it is used, in case it is used, it carries a different meaning. So, this is how where we can understand what an abstract noun is. So this is the end of what a noun and what are the different kinds of nouns and how we related the articles with the use of the 5 different kinds of nouns. So my dear subscribers, if you have any queries, please write down there in the comment box.